And that's why I believe in Glow.
Fight.
Glow, I halo, I halo.
Heavyweight.
What's up, boxing fan? It's your boy back in this shit. I hope you guys safe all day. You know what I mean? This coronavirus thing, I think it's fucking a lot of things up, man. I mean, the best thing you could do is stay indoor and yeah, we hope for the best, y'all. Today I just want to do my top 10 heavyweight boxing as of today, April 2020 or 2020, all right? I know a lot of people won't agree to my top 10, but these are the people I feel that belongs to the top rank based on the last two performance and everything, and based on the way they fight and the heart and everything. We all know heavyweight is back to where it belongs, y'all. You know what I mean? Ain't no boxing without heavyweight, you know. And that's just where it goes. You know what I mean? So I think heavyweight is kind of mixed up right now. We saw what Robert Helenius did to the American prospect Adam Kownacki. Hopefully I'm saying wrong. I'm not saying wrong. Hopefully I'm saying the right way. Then we gotta realize that heavyweight anything is possible. You know what I mean? You can never count these guys out. Because one thing you gotta understand, these are heavy big boys, you know what I mean? Weighing over 200 something pounds. This dude, you know what I mean? One punch can end everything. And now we saw what Robert did to Adam in the fourth round, TKO. That kind of brought him back in the mix in the heavyweight division, you know what I mean? And I think heavyweight is just something like I mean, I don't know. That's where the big shit happened, yo. You know, that's where the money at. That's where the big bums. You see everything. You know what I mean? Everything is possible in heavyweight. You know, and yeah. I mean, it's just at this moment, I think heavyweight it is the way it should be. You know, and we have a lot of upcoming guys like Daniel DeBoer and F.A. Jabba, Joe Joyce, you know what I mean? They want their name in the mix, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, we banging, you know what I mean? I can bang too. So I want my name back in that mix in that top 10. And that's just what it is, though, you know. And yeah, my number one, I know a lot of people go argue this, you know, but I think after this after this video, y'all just y'all could leave a comment. Let me know your top 10. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna like what I'm gonna say, but it's just my top 10. All right, I'm gonna explain why I think he's the number one for me. So for me, the number one pick is Anthony Joshua. I know, yeah, we know. Shit. You know, I'm a huge fan of AJ. I ain't gonna lie about that. I started following this kid after his 15th fight when he fought Dillian White. That was a moment I like, okay, he can bang, you know what I mean? So, and he got everything it takes. And for me, I think if you check his resume, he had the best resume I think everybody will agree to that. He had the best resume in all the heavyweight division at this moment. All right. And I think nobody go argue that. So based on this resume, the people he fought, and based on the way he conducts himself in the ring, the explosiveness and everything, and also based on the fact that the way he came back after the loss to Andy Ruiz, and when he pull up in Saudi Arabia, which a lot of people didn't think he could pull up, which me myself, I ain't gonna lie about that. I didn't think he could pull that off like boxing for 12 rounds without gassing out. And and now we saw different side of AJ. You know what I mean? We know AJ can knock out people, but we didn't expect what he did to Andy Ruiz. So based on that, and I pick AJ at number one. My number two pick is, we all know, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. I think what he did in the rematch with Deontay Wilder blew everybody up. Even though he said, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, I'm going for the knockout. He was like, if I can't beat this motherfucker, then I'm a bum. You know what I mean? And he proved everybody wrong. You know what I mean? So we know Fury is the best boxer in heavyweight at this moment. All right, we know that. I mean, we ain't gonna argue that. But as a puncher, we don't really see that on Fury. We know he want to bump, box and moving around all the bull thing. You know what I mean? But as a puncher, that he go after the kill, nobody really expect that. So based on the performance, what he did, how he fucked up Deontay Wilder, in that rematch, impressed me a lot. And for that, I would put him at number two. My number three pick, for me, as I said, this is my own personal number, the top 10. All right. I know a lot of people gonna argue that, but you're free to leave a comment and say what you think is number one or number what, whatever. You know what I mean? So my number three pick is Dillian White. When I saw him the fight with AJ, and when AJ got him knocked out in the seventh round, was it? I think so. I thought this dude is done. You know what I mean? I thought we ain't gonna hear nothing from him. He came back strong. He came back like, whoa. So far, I think he's one of those. I'm not saying he's the best improved fighter in the last couple years, but I would say he's one of them. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people like he's the best improved whatever. Man, I don't think so. I think AJ did a lot of things people didn't expect he could do. You know what I mean? He can box and he can punch. And for that, what he did so far, the fight he been into, you know what I mean, and how he transformed his fighting game into a different level impressed me a lot. I ain't gonna lie about that. For that, I put him as number three. Number four on the list is Joseph Parker. From New Zealand, he was a former WBO heavyweight. He took that title from, it wasn't he took it, no. It was a vacant title, which he fought with Andy Ruiz and won a point, even though a lot of people consider that fight that Andy Ruiz probably won that fight. And his last fight as well impressed me. And the fight with AJ didn't impress me at all. The fight with Andy Ruiz, where he become the WBO heavyweight champ, impressed me also. And his last fight was also impressive. So for that, I pick him as number four. Number five on the list is Deontay Wilder. Even though I don't want to say this name, I remember one of my, subscribers was like, yo, I should stick to my own. Why am I against Wilder? He's a black man. Shit. Look, boxing ain't about black or white. All right, it's about boxing. And when we talk boxing, we talk boxing. And even though Deontay Wilder ain't got shit in terms of boxing skills and everything, he don't have no zero to none. All right, but he's the guy that equalizer, which fear a lot of people, which a lot of people think he's the best puncher out there, which I totally disagree. And I don't see him like Mike Tyson or whatever it is, what people think he is. To me, I think people, overrated this right hand thing. And I already explained it's a force of gravity. That's what make that right hand punch, you know, looks like, oh, it's equalizer. That shit ain't nothing. He landed a couple of those right hands on Fury. Nothing happened. I mean, if that right hand was equalizer, why how come he didn't win no gold medal? How come a taxi driver, cab driver could whoop his ass in the Olympics? So it don't make shit to me. Anyway, I still have him as number 5 because he was a former WBC heavyweight champ. We got to respect that. And he defended the title, I don't know how many times, but he was champ for so long, even though he was fighting bums and that motherfucking thing. But we gotta give him that credit because he's a champ, all right? Number 6 on the list for me is Andy Ruiz. I think Andy Ruiz surprised a lot of people when he knocked out Anthony Joshua last year. Madison Square Garden. And even though we can argue a lot of things that went wrong, punching behind the head, a lot of those things, but at the end of the day, he was a champ, right? And he's a good fighter, man. He got fast hands, and I mean, people should look out for Andy Ruiz. I think he's coming back, and he gonna come back strong. And I think he could be a problem for a lot of boxers out there. You know what I mean? Because he got fast hands. And someone with fast hands, it's always a dangerous thing. You know what I mean? You don't play with these motherfuckers. For me, number 7, I would pick up Derek Chisora. He been out there for so long in the game. I think he's getting to a point in his career where he had to, start boxing because I think he's right now 36 years old. In the last 2, 3 fights, he really impressed me. The rematch with Dillian White, he almost won the whole round till he got knocked out. The last 2 fights, very, very impressive. He bring heat to the game, right? And based on the last 2 performances and everything, I think he deserved to be on my list, number 7, right? So, number 8 on the list is Alexander Povetkin, the Russian killer. This dude don't play. People still underestimating this dude. He already lost twice, and he lost to good guys. He lost to this watch out motherfucker. He lost to Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko. He had a draw with Michael Hunter, and he knocked out on that big dude, David Price, and he won decision against his Fury. He got knocked out by Anthony Joshua. A split draw decision against Hunter. Yeah, this dude is. I love the style of boxing from Alexander Povetkin. He come out, shut Bucky, move, and swing. He's a really dangerous motherfucker. At his very best, you can't play with that dude, man. You know what I mean? Because you do that, he gonna knock you fuck out. You know what I mean? So for me, he belongs to the top 10. That's why I'm having him as number 8. Number 9 for me is Michael Hunter. This dude came out from cruiserweight. He only lost to uh, Alexander Usyk in the cruiserweight, and so far he he's knocking out those big guys. You know what I mean? And it's someone you have to watch out for. He got fast hands. He's kind of sneaky, but it's definitely someone you have to watch out for. And I love his style of boxing. You know what I mean? He knows he got to get inside. He knows he's not the tallest or the biggest in the heavyweight. He knows he had to get inside to get this dude. And yeah, very impressive. And seriously, we need to watch out for Michael Hunter. Seriously. And the number 10 on my list is Robert Helenius, the one that surprised everybody, the one that knocked out in the fourth round Adam Kownacki, a prospect, the U.S. Polish prospect. You know what I mean? This dude got game. I was really impressed with the knockout, but will he really make it to that top 5? I doubt it. But based on the performance from the last fight with Adam Kownacki, I had to put him on to number 10 because I think he deserved to be in that position. I think based on the fact that he been so long in the game, he got good guys on the resume. We have to watch out for him, but he's not a threat to the top 3 guys. I don't think he is, but I think he belongs to the top 10. I know a lot of people saying, what about Alexander Usyk? Alexander Usyk is not for me, still not heavyweight yet. Even though he had one fight. That one fight I wasn't impressed at all. You know what I mean? To me, I think I will rate him when after the fight with Derek Chisora. Then I was okay. But the first fight he had, nah, that ain't enough to say he belonged to the top 10. In the cruiserweight, no problem. But in the heavyweight, I don't think he deserved to be top 10 because that fight, the first fight was, come on, yo, that ain't fight. That was just nobody. You know what I mean? I heard that dude just had like 2 weeks to get ready. You know what I mean? So to me, I don't see Usyk to be in the top 10 yet. Even though he is a mandatory to Anthony Joshua by the WBA, I think. He somehow passed through Derek Chisora because I think that fight with Derek Chisora, he probably gonna win a point. But if Chisora catch him without those haymaker bullshit, this dude is going down. All right, he don't have that chin for that heavy big boys. I don't think so. And for me, I think he's still maybe number 11, but in my top 10 list, nah. But anyway, let me know what you guys think.